Right, hello my friends, we're doing something a bit different today. I just want to say thank you for 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is a bit of a thanks to all of you. We'll do something a bit different. We're going to rate all the girls in a tier list. This is all the girls from Estival Versus, so we're not going to have any Peach Beach Splash girls. But just before we begin, I do actually have a second channel called Superhuman Boob Lover, which is obviously named after a line in Katsuragi's Shinobi Girl's Heart, which you can go and check out there. I've done unboxings of, the Senran Kagura boob mount pads and actually did a face reveal on one of those. So go and check that out if you like. And yeah, let's get on. Obviously, this is going to be the most true list out of any list that anybody ever does on this game because, I'm a fucking expert. And that's a joke, just before anybody starts, crying in the comments. So obviously this is my opinion. There's not actually that many characters I dislike in this game or series, unless you watched the earlier video, which I'll talk shit about one of the characters. But we'll rate them and I'll say what I like about them. So we'll do it in what order shall we do this? Let's just do it in the classic order of Hanzo, Gessen, Hebijo, Crimson Squad and all that shit. So first of all, obviously we've got Asuka. She's one of my personal favourites. I'd put her in S rank because, I don't know, there's just something about her personality. She's, the typical protagonist type, a heroine and all stuff like that. She has a really good moveset, very well balanced between speed and power. She's one of the only characters to get another form. Her default outfit is, it's alright as well. Her hairstyle, I really like that. Yeah, so she's got to be up there. She's, she is a bae. Certainly one of a character that grew on me. When I first played Shinobi Versus, I wasn't too keen on her, but, she's a lot better now. So, Ikaruga as well, I'd have to put in S rank because just all the situations she gets herself in where she's trying to be, ultra serious, be like the class representative type, and then she goes and has something like, all her clothes fall apart when she's, criticising other people for their dress sense and stuff like that. So yeah, she's pretty good. A really quick character. Has that style where she, sheathes a sword in every attack and all that stuff. Yeah, she's one of my favourites and has, straight bangs. She reminds me a bit of Mitsuko Kongo from Certain Scientific Railgun, and that's one of my favourite characters of all time. So yeah, I'd have to put her in S rank as well. Yeah, pretty good. So who's next? Katsuragi. So you might be surprised by this, but I'd actually put her in only A rank. So her default outfit I fucking loathe. Like, even though it's got, the whole open chest thing, I just think it's so fucking stupid. I know this is a game about big boobs and asses and stuff, but I don't know. You put that on any other character and it just looks really dumb. But one thing I will say about this character is that she's a bit of a hypocrite, and I kind of like that with the whole, she gropes other characters, but when she's groped, she hates it. In a Shinobi Girl's Heart, I'm surprised she actually knows she owns a vagina, because she's going on about, there's bits of the female body I never knew and stuff. It's like, are you not aware that you're a girl, or are you transsexual? And if anybody says I'm transphobic, I love Transformers, okay? That is literally the worst joke I've got in here. And the only reason why I said that was for that joke. So yeah, I'd put her in A. She's like the power type character for the Hanzo school. I quite like her, but I wouldn't say she's, top tier. So Yagu as well, I'd put her in A as well. I don't know, there's something about the character that doesn't make her go to S rank. I think it's probably her hairstyle. I'm not a massive fan of, Twin Tails. Although, I will say in every game she has easily the best theme song when she lands. She's got the whole sister complex with Hibari, because obviously her sister died, stuff like that. One thing that annoys me about the character is that she does actually have 2 working eyes, but you can't take the eye patch off. Yeah, another reason why I wouldn't put her in S rank is because if you've ever played online, when the game first came out, especially in Japan, it was just full of people playing as Yagu, just spamming, you know, her weak air attack, and then which causes obviously the icicles to come and follow players, and then it would freeze everybody, and that was incredibly fucking annoying. And her Ninpo art, where she has all the squid firing icicles, is pretty shit. It half the time it doesn't even work. So Hibari, I would actually put her in C because she's not really a character I like. Yeah, okay, she has good comic relief moments. I should mention D is only going to be the only one on here, which means I dislike. D for dislike, S for shaggable, sexy, A for adorable, B for bummable, I don't know, and C for central cunty, I don't know, whatever. I should have said this at the start. So yeah, we'll put her there. So she's, you know, mediocre. I don't really have any strong opinions about her. I find her a bit annoying at sometimes. She's a bit of a comic relief character, but they don't sort of fully commit to that when they do her story. There's I think it's Shinobi Versus, they're like, oh, she's the head of whatever thing because she's got the eyes and stuff, and you know, they tried to go ultra serious, and then it's like she fights clawing away like a cat, has a ninpo which she increases her size by 10 times and then stomps on people. It's just like, you know, absolute fucking nonsense. Not to say I dislike her, but you know, out of the 5 or 6 Hanzo students, she's my least favourite, and her normal hairstyle just pisses me off as well. So annoying to fight as well with the whole paralysis thing, so whatever. So yeah, we'll do Daidouji now as well. I'd put her in S rank. Absolute legend. Basically a copy of Thingy Bob from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jojo, I presume his name is. I haven't actually watched it, I've seen the memes, but yeah. She is quite funny. She has just one pursuit, obviously trying to beat Rin or Suzan in basically a fight. Easily the strongest character in this list in terms of just like raw strength. Quite a good fighting style, hasn't really changed from between Estival Versus and Burst Renewal. It's just something about her being muscular, can't even get my words straight, in comparison to all the other characters. There's just something about it. Her Shinobi Girl's Heart was absolutely amazing as well. I can't remember what it's called, it's like the Flaming Dragon Fist or whatever it is, you know, her ninpo where she just, you know, punches and then a fucking like fireball comes out. That is absolutely spectacular. Yeah, what is there to dislike about her? Other than her, you know, normal form with the whole, you know, down hair and the old school uniform makes her look like something out of like, you know, 1950s. So yeah. So now we'll do guessing. So we'll put Yumi in A as well. In Shinobi Versus, if you're playing as any of the other schools, she is a bit of a cunt, not gonna lie. Especially in the Hanzo school, she's just, you know, hell-bent on revenge, and yet she's like, oh, we're the good guys, right? Yeah. Are we the baddies? Yeah, she's a bit cunty in that way, but in Estival Versus, they certainly, you know, matured the character a bit more. Carries, you know, Master Kurakage's will and all stuff like that. Her design actually changed between those games as well. They like cut down the side of her kimono, so when she actually moves, it makes sense now. Quite a good moveset, quite slow though. More of a technical character, so a bit like Yago, you know, has the whole ice thingies, and yeah, has an amazing rack for a character in this game as well. Not so keen on the grey hair. I usually change it to like blonde or something and have her in like a ponytail. But yeah, she's quite a nice character. Has a good voice actress as well, which is Yumi Hara, which does one of the intro songs, or is one of the singers in the duet of the intro songs in like Peach Beach Splash, and I think it's Estival Versus as well. Yeah, so I'm just chatting shit now. And why has it got all the close-ups like that, and yet it's got her like that? Because they want to see her titties, that's why. Yeah, so, and she also does the cuteness is justice thing, so, you know, good on her for that. So, Murakumo, obviously S. Okay, her moveset isn't actually the greatest, but her ninpos have, you know, decent range on all of them. You have one that surrounds her, one which you know, ride on the wolf and go around and attack, and then you've got the one that just does the straight damage in front of you. So yeah, I would like it if she carried 2 different weapons, like not the actual weapons different, but if they had like different weapon models, if they were a bit more, you know, cleaner, to go with her whole, you know, samurai armor and stuff. Easily the cutest character in the game. Easily the one, you know, you got to protect your waifu, and that's the one I'd certainly protect with all my being, because, you know, we are all sad fucks here. Yeah, easily my favourite character. Great hairstyle. Has the whole complex thing about she likes wearing a mask, and yeah, so she's not confident in her looks and all stuff like that. I think that she's just a really interesting character in that way, and obviously she has the whole thing with Ikaruga and Yomi as well. Sorry, I'm just like, for some reason I didn't think that was her name, but yeah, so she has a whole complex like that. Yeah, just somebody you want to head pat, and it's quite funny with her armor because it stays in place whilst her tits jiggle up and down out of it. So, you know, for that she's definitely has to go to S rank. So Yozakura I would have to put in B, mainly because there's nobody in there so far. She's not a character I dislike, but I like her more. I edge on the, you know, she's alright, basically. A bit more difficult to use because she's a power type character, a lot slower than Katsuragi. So playing as her is a bit more difficult than some other characters. Her normal hairstyle I don't like. It's a bit too, you know, straight cut around the edges and all that stuff. Her outfit I don't like either. So she's one of the characters which I change the outfit first, if I have to play as her. But other than that, she's, I don't know, she's a bit like a mother, really, I guess, because she grew up with, what, 7 brothers and sisters. For me, she just doesn't really do anything, but I enjoy playing as her. Yeah, her ninpos and stuff are all quite good, especially the one where you cause like the giant golem thing and then you like punch the ground and yeah, and cause the explosion at the end. You know, that's quite fun to play as. So yeah, I'd have to put her in B. And then we have Shiki, which, God, this is hard. I would put her in A, but I'm gonna have to put her in B for one reason. Her frantic mode moveset in this game is the most atrocious fucking thing in the whole fucking series. It is so fucking bad. You can't kill anything with that shit. It's if anybody's seen me do the Bon Appetit challenges where I, you know, defeat a team of 5 to one of their themes from Bon Appetit, hers was easily the hardest one because you just fucking can't hit anything with it. Other than that, I actually quite like her. She's a bit westernized in a way. Obviously she has like the mole on her cheek and stuff, but she's all gone out with her friends, and you know, she has a blog and she writes on that, and yeah, there's something, you know, a bit comic relief about her, about not really giving a shit, especially when in Shinobi Versus, when she was like, she gets beaten with one of the characters, but you know, in the classic we don't get beaten by you thing, she's like, oh, I need to go and meet my friends now, so when you actually want a proper fight, come back and call me and stuff. I thought that was, you know, quite funny. You know, quite a good theme, or themes in the game. Yeah, her weapon's quite nice. Her moveset is, you know, brilliant, other than the frantic mode moveset, which brings the whole thing down. You know, quite an interesting character. Her outfit is pretty good as well, but you know, she has a few things that let her down, to get her into A. So, where is she? So Minori, I'd have to put in C as well. I do actually like her a bit more than Hibari, so we'll change that order. So she doesn't really do anything for me. She is a bit comic relief. Actually, you know what? I will put her in B. Especially in sort of Bon Appetit, where she's going about cows and stuff and like milking. I think one of the characters' tits, I think it is, which is pretty funny. Yeah, her moveset isn't, you know, the greatest. It has some quite unique things. Obviously, her taunt can recover health because she eats chocolate, which, yeah, you know, quite interesting. Her outfit is a bit kiddie-like. I prefer that to Hibari's, though. You know, she actually has a theme going, whereas, you know, Hibari, they're just like, fuck it, give her a tracksuit and shorts. Or, you know, short pants, whatever Americans want to call it by. Yeah, not my favourite character, but also not totally shit. We'll just say that. So we'll go on to... Oh, do I want to cause people to rage straight away? No, we'll go with the Hebijo squad. So, Miyabi, she doesn't really do anything for me. I enjoy playing as her, but I don't particularly like the character herself. Her design is quite good. The short hair, you know, isn't for me because I'm not into lesbians. But yeah, her moveset is like, you know, really balanced, and I like her design. But I don't, as a character, she just really does not do anything for me. She has her moments, especially in her Shinobi Girls Hearts. But you know. Yeah, just really didn't do anything for me. Her special story in Burst Renewal, I just did not give a shit throughout it. And her Ultimate Ninpo's a bit shit as well. Yeah, you get the wings and stuff, but it's just not practical. It's not, you know, fun to use. It's just a waste. But yeah, other than that, yeah, she's alright. Not a character I dislike at all. So, Emu, I would have to put her in C as well. She has her moments. The reason why she's here is that I hate her design as well. Her normal hair really annoys me. That's why I always give her the emo cut and give her black hair. Has a few comical moments. Obviously, she's a bit of a, you know, clam jouster for Miyabi. And yeah, wearing the boxer shorts thing in one of her Shinobi Girls Hearts, that's pretty funny. Her moveset's really good, but yeah, just her design let her down, and I have to keep this kind of even because I don't want, you know, everybody in, you know, S and A, because I can't have that, can we? So, Murasaki will put in... I suppose we'll put her in B. Her moveset isn't the greatest. I kind of like using it because obviously you got projectiles and stuff like that, but most of her attacks are very short ranged. The thing about this character as well is whenever you change her hair, because of her weapon, you always have like the long ponytail with bits going out the side, because obviously, you know, she's got like giant shuriken in her hair and stuff like that. Her normal design doesn't do anything for me either, but I kind of like the whole shut-in thing where she'd rather just play video games than fight and all stuff like that. And in Bon Appetit, when she gets one wish for anything, she wishes for a fridge, and then she comes to the realization that she hasn't got a microwave and stuff like that. I kind of like the thing about this character, that she's a shut-in. She's probably closer to most of the people that play these games than we'd probably like to admit. I do speak as a shut-in and an absolute fucking loser at the same time. But yeah, she's quite good. So I'll give her that. So now we have Ryobi. I'd put her in A. She has the whole, you know, complex about having small tits but a big ass and stuff like that. Quite an interesting character because she goes out of her way to destroy the Hebijo squad from the inside. to get revenge on Miyabi, and then they all become friends and stuff like that. I quite like her as a ranged character as well. She's alright, especially with, you know, her strong attack. It's obviously, you know, ranged projectile and stuff like that. Yeah, she's kind of interesting. I hate her design though. You know, the whole just normal outfit. In Peach Beach Splash, she got a better haircut as well. She has it in like a plaited ponytail and stuff. Yeah, she's you know, she's quite interesting. She's the sadistic one, so she's, you know, into inflicting pain upon people. So in the bedroom, she would, you know, just, you know, can constantly choke you, I can imagine, or be into pegging. So for that reason, she actually has to go in D. That's just a joke. So Ryona now, I'd have to put her in B as well. She's a bit more interesting than the other two Hebijo squad members that I put in there, but she just gets a bit too annoying for my liking. Her design is, she just looks skanky. I'm gonna put that out there. She's a good comic relief character, but she gets a bit too annoying. But I really like using her moveset. There's something about it as well with the, you know, very short range pistols, and yeah, and it's pretty funny, some of her, you know, ninpos and stuff where she does this stupid reaction at the end. So, you know, I'd have to put her in B because I like her a bit more than the others. So, the Crimson Squad now. Oh, God. This is where people are going to start to dislike this video. Or, unless you already started disliking it already. So, we'll have to go with Homura in S. I honestly think she has one of the best movesets in the game. Just the whole fighting style with the whole, you know, 6 claws like Masamune from, I can't even remember what it's called. Sengoku Basara. Her design from Shinobi Versus onwards is absolutely fantastic. Her, you know, normal street clothes is a bit trashy. She has tan lines, you know, can't go wrong with that. Long ponytail, also can't fault that. You know, decent sized rack, good. Yeah, obviously in some of her ninpos and stuff, she has the camera angle, which you can see, you know, her ass, especially when she's wearing a thong and all stuff like that with the, you know, tan lines. It's just perfect. She's a massive hothead, doesn't really think things through in some situations. Obviously has a unique fighting style with the Nodachi when you do the ninpo, which thankfully they changed from Shinobi Versus to Estival Versus. So it wasn't, you know, your normal ninpo, which was a bit shitty. But yeah, there's not really much I have to dislike about the character, other than, you know, sometimes she's a bit too cliche. But then most of the characters are like that. So, who's next? Yomi will have to put in C. There's just something about this character that just does my fucking head in. In her Shinobi Girl's Heart, she's, you know, a massive hypocrite. She's gone on about, oh, because I'm poor, nobody else should be entitled to having nice things, and yet when she has nice things, it's just, I don't really have anything to say about this character. I've never really been a fan of her, if I'm quite honest. Yeah, she just does. Anytime she appears on screen, she just fucking does my head in. But I kind of like playing as her. I like the dynamic she has with Ikaruga and Murakumo. But other than that, she doesn't really do anything for me. So the next 3 we'll do in succession, because they're all going to go in the same fucking bit. So we're all going to put the last 3 in D, because these 3 characters I just cannot fucking stand. So Hokage, she just gets really annoying with the whole, I don't have any emotions, I can't feel things. If you want to have a character which feels no emotions or doesn't feel anything, the Stranger from God of War was a really good example, because he didn't go on about it, you know, all the time. And was actually an important plot device, but Hokage just, and she's one of the most commonly used characters on multiplayer, which, you know, it gets a bit annoying just seeing, like, you go into a game with 4 other players and 3 of them are Hokage. I'm like, why? What is the appeal of this character? Skanky hairdo, just a genuine annoyance. Haruka as well. I will actually admit I actually enjoy playing as Haruka sometimes, especially with the whole lightning field attack that she gets. I should mention, I think these characters are average. I mean, I'll enjoy playing as them at certain points if I have to play as them, but I won't go out of my way to play as them. So Haruka, hate her design, just fucking loathe the character in general. I don't really have any justified reasons why I hate all 3 of these, but I'm just trying to make something up. Just genuinely annoying. Always appears in stories which, you think, oh, why is she here? And I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I just genuinely hate her design. She's a ninja, but she uses a robot to fight for her, so she hasn't really got that much in terms of actual ninja arts then, because you're not doing the fighting. Yeah, she's the manipulator, so I'm pretty sure anybody that likes her is actually being manipulated by her herself. Mirai, and fucking hell, this character I just cannot stand. Annoying voice, annoying design. The moveset was just spammed so much online as well, because you just get people attack, dash in the air, blah blah blah, over and over again. It's she just does nothing for me. Her eye patch as well, like, why the fuck have you got that? Obviously she's got flat chest, so obviously she goes down in the rankings as well. No matter what outfit you put her in as well, as to top it off, she just looks shit as well. So yeah, just honestly does nothing for me. So I know people will disagree with that. People will absolutely love them, but I cannot stand playing as them. So we'll go on to the Ikaruga sisters now. We'll put Renka in A because I think she's quite a good character, very hot-headed, beats the drums, so obviously she's good at milking cocks or whatever. That's a joke. Has the electricity properties on her attack, so she's good at stunning people. Pretty balanced moveset. Her design is quite good as well. I'm not a fan of the 2 things covering bits of her hair, but I'll get over that. Bit of a contrast to the other characters because she doesn't like girly things, although it's quite ironic when you put her in a wedding dress and she doesn't even complain. She says this is a nice outfit or whatever, so I quite like that. Yeah, a bit of a change from the other characters. Obviously the leader of the gang, not the smartest one. But yeah, she's quite fun to play as, and I quite enjoy playing as her. So Hanabi now, I'd have to put her in C. I don't really dislike her, but most of the time she's just like blowing herself up. So obviously a bit of more of a comedy character. I will have to say I do actually prefer her to Hibari. So actually, you know what? We'll put her in B. Obviously with her attacks, you charge them up and she does, the whole swinging around thing. So that's quite fun, although most of her attacks are actually the same, where she just sort of launches people in the air and then follows them up by chucking a bomb at them and some shit. She does get a little bit old when she just goes, Doken! all the time. Obviously like, kaboom and stuff like that. So her actual, design is actually quite good. I like it with the whole, furry neck thing and, the low cut top. Decent sized rack. That's all I have to say about her. So Kafuru, obviously S rank, another ranged character. Probably the weakest character out of the bunch, but she makes up for it with the whole shooting people and it stuns them for, microseconds basically. But there's something just honestly really enjoyable about having a character that plays differently. You can play from, as a ranged character. Incredibly smug and arrogant. I I kind of like that. She's a lot different to the other characters in the game. I'm not a fan of her, actual shinobi outfit. It's a bit stupid, a bit too kiddie-like, which is a bit weird considering this is a character that hates being called a kid. Obviously, I like the, two ponytail thingies. Would you call it twin tails? I don't know. But yeah, her hairstyle is, great. A bit for contrast from the other characters because she has purple eyes. I like that as well. I think she's just a really well written character compared to the other lot. Although her Shinobi Girl's heart ends with, "I think you're the most likely to become a mother." I was like, oh my fucking god. No! Yeah. So what else do we have to say? Jasmine next. So she'll go in... should we put her in B? Yeah, we'll put her in B. So it's not a character I dislike. Very strong. Obviously doesn't have any other attacks other than the mode she comes in. Her design was alright. I like using her hair for other characters such as Yomi. Just really strong. I don't really have any other opinions about that. Obviously she used to boss Hanzo around, so gets a few extra marks for that, but not... I like playing as her. What else do I have to say? So who is next? So Ryoki, I'd have to put her in D. I actively dislike this character. She gets a bit annoying as well. Obviously she has the dual personality thing, which is, it's alright, but we're probably just wibbling on about this now. But her moveset I don't like, her designs I also don't like. Just genuinely fucking annoying, and that's all I have to say about that. There's been times when I've enjoyed playing as her, but for the most part it's doesn't do anything for me. So now we have all the DLC characters. So Ayame will put in A because she's a cat follower. Good comedy relief in terms of that with the whole Peach Peach Splash stuff. One of the most unique movesets because you can do a strong attack followed up by another one for certain bits instead of following enemies into the air. Quite funny when she gets the whole stall out and throws panties at people, which is quite good. I really like playing as the character. Her normal hairstyle though annoys me because it's just like she just put her fucking head in a blender and just let that do the hair cutting for her. So I usually give her Katsuragi's hairstyle. So yeah. So Ayame will go for B. She wasn't particularly strong, but she was really fast. Her moveset was, it was alright. Transitioned rather well into this series actually with the whole, style. Don't really have anything to say about that other than it was a bit weird that she used one of her, only used one of her, dagger things compared to two, but then obviously it should be compared to Asuka if she did that. But whatever. So, oh shit, I missed Rin. So Rin, I'd have to go for A. Obviously, she's got the comic relief with fancying Karaya Sensei. Yeah, really good moveset. But other than that, I wouldn't really go out of my way to say she was that amazing. But she has her moments. Really good moveset. Quite a nice design, especially as Susan, because she's the typical hot teacher that anybody would like to plant a dildo in, or whatever you want to say, whatever the kids call fisting somebody now. I have no idea what I'm going on about. We've probably been going too long now. So let's go over the Ikitosen characters. Obviously this is only for their movesets because they haven't got any part in the story. So Sonsuku will put in A. Really strong moveset. Obviously has the water barrier thing, which can sort of deflect enemy attacks for a little bit, and then you cause a massive explosion, which is really fun to play as. Honestly, the most fun I have playing as a DLC character comes from her. Really, really good. So Uncho will go for B because she's the one I enjoyed least playing as, but she's still really strong. Still quite fun to play as, but not as much as the other two. Although I will say with her hairstyle, she is, you know, really cool. But yeah, just not as enjoyable as the other two. So Ryofu will put in A as well. So the strongest out of the three of them. Also a bit too overpowered, but can you really say that about a character which is actually Lubu? She's, yeah. And not much to dislike about her. Obviously, she does that whole pose at the end where she basically shows her tits to people. So, you know, there we go. So obviously the last three, so Kagura will put in S. Something about it just being, you know, this sadistic monster. And a moveset which is all over the place, which is kind of one of the things I like about it. It's different to the others. Yeah, I'd just like to be turned into pate by her in the bedroom or just in general, because end my suffering. So yeah, I really like playing as her. Just something about the character that really gets the gears going. So Naruku, I'm not too much of a fan of her, but I still quite like her design. I like the fact you got the hoodie up and down thing. Quite unique with the whole ball and chain things on her feet and kicking fighting style. But I wouldn't say I'd go too much out of my way to play as her, but still really fun. One of her nin poses absolutely trash compared to the other two, but at the moment I just cannot think what it was like to play as her, or what one that is. So next we have Sayuri, or whatever her fucking name is. So we'll put her in B. I would put her in D, but because she's not... she's a really annoying voice, obviously because she's old. But I put her in for B because it's quite funny playing as her, trolling on online... I can't remember what the mode's called now. The one with the towers, if you play as her and you're on a losing team, they don't actually get the, you know, the team finisher, because obviously she hasn't actually got a model in for that, and it would be a bit creepy. And they've done April Fool's jokes with her, and I think that's been quite funny. So yeah, really strong moveset. You can go into an end game level, like at level 1, and you just fucking absolutely tear people to pieces. It's kind of like the balance, because obviously you don't get any creative finishes with her, but as an exchange you're just this fucking uber strong character. So yeah, there we go, my friends. That is my list. I try to justify them as much as possible. Sorry if this is a load of fucking shitty rambling, but yeah, I didn't really have much else to say. These are the rankings I'd give the characters. This was actually made by somebody else, but if I made it myself, I would actually give another rank in between A and B, and probably move some of them down and some up. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously D is the only ones I actively dislike in the series, mainly because A, they're annoying, or they got shit designs, or, you know, I just don't enjoy playing as them, and just going against the grain there. But yeah, let me know who you like in the series, who your top characters are, and why you like them. And yeah, do you agree? Do you disagree? Obviously, people are going to fucking disagree. I mean, we put 3 Crimson Squad members in D, and people are obviously gonna fucking down thumb this into the ground. But yeah, that's my honest opinions. I've never felt anything towards the Crimson Squad, really. If I'm quite honest, I just think they're annoying. Obviously, other than Homura, who is a bae. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, set your head on fire. Check out my second channel, check out my third channel, check out my fourth channel, check out, you know, my Twitter, blah, 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 all this faff. Thank you very much. I can't thank you enough for 25,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd ever get here. I honestly just want to thank you all so much. And I will see you some other time with an equally lazy video. I will actually be doing Shinobi analysis videos on some of the characters. I'll probably do Ikaruga first, or Yagu, somebody maybe not in the S tier. But yes, thank you very much, and I will see you some other time. Bye bye.